Shawty told me I should turn up. Uh-huh. Shawty told me I should turn up. Uh-huh. Welcome back to another Needy Mind reaction, guys. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but had to cut the hair off, you know. Dang, what's up with this? Why is it? Please don't tell me it's lagging. Let me. Okay, no, it's good. Yeah, got a new hair. I had to cut the hair off. I decided to start over. I don't know if it's start over because I'm probably gonna keep it low for a while. But if I do grow it back, I wanna have the backside too, because I just had kind of like all around fade. But that probably won't be for a while. I haven't showed my dad yet. I know he'll be excited to see. So we'll see what he have to say. I might record it and post it on TikTok and whatnot. Or maybe not, because it doesn't matter. Anywho, I already said welcome back. Yeah, we're reacting from the channel once again. Our favorite channel on this platform, The Pursuit of Wonder. They just uploaded a new video, The Greatest Regret You'll Ever Have. I'm assuming as a human being. But yeah, nah. But let's anything in the description. In this video, we explore the experience of time, aging, and nostalgia. Why do we often look back on and long for our past, even for when times weren't great? How can this phenomenon negatively affect our lives? And what can it teach us about how to live better? Oh, oh, damn. My jaw hurts. But yeah, I relate to this line. Why do we often look back on and long for our past, even when times weren't great? And I think my dad and I were having a discussion a while back, maybe a year or two ago, about how, for some reason, the human mind hyper focuses on the negative, and then when you're referring to the now, and you're looking to the now, all you're really focused on is how things aren't going well for you, and so you might want to switch the bad that's going on now for the bad that's going on in the past, because you might feel like you can handle the bad, the negative that took place in the past. But in reality, well, in my viewing, it's all the same thing. I think we all gotta do our work and find a way to cope with this life, with reality. Sometimes things aren't going our way. Sometimes it'll be like that for a while, but if we could just have something for me, such as doing research and just, I don't know why I'm scrolling so much, but expanding knowledge, and just taking time to understand oneself. Studying, working is my coping in a sense. It relieves me of negative pressure or any negative feeling I might be feeling in the moment's time. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. And it's only on 1080 anyways. Got the closed caption. Let's learn.
My life flashed before my eyes. This phrase is generally used when someone is referring to a close encounter with death, an assumed end of their life. But in truth, our lives have already flashed before our eyes. In that moment, when you awaken to the world and light strikes your retinas for the first time, the shutter of your life opens, and you begin to take everything in. From this moment on, in one continuous flash, you create your picture, trying to get everything you want in frame, trying to get your smile right, your hair right, your position right, the people right, the setting right. But there is only so much time.
Damn, they weren't kidding. Oh, dang. They weren't kidding about the nostalgia parts. I don't know if I posted that video, but I did a visual. Well, I wrote something, not to this background music, but I wrote a poem which I then made a auditory version of it, and then I put this background music under it. I think it was copyrighted. I don't know if I posted it, but it's Such Color of My. No, I haven't posted it. I will post it though. Be on the lookout. It's called Such Color of My Skin, which a lot of people thought it was referring to race, which it can be seen in such light, but when I wrote it, it was more so about just finding people alike. It was more so about being with others who are like-minded, who are alike in personality and ways of life. Because that's something I was struggling with for a while and still am to an extent. But as I said, it's gotten better. I've met with people online. Some of my friends have, I don't want to say grown, they've changed in such a way which relates to me. Not just make it sound like I'm the reference points or I'm the subject that needs to be worked around, but that's just what happened. So, anyways, let me take it back a little bit.
Right, the setting right. But there is only so much time. With each second, each day, each year, slowly but surely the shutter closes until eventually it closes all the way.
Dang.
When you're young and you've only lived a few years, time seems like an infinitely spanning open plain. It doesn't even really exist yet. You understand the concept, but it can't hurt you. At some point, though, forever turns to an age, to a number, to a ticking clock and a changing calendar. A
Mm,
15th birthday, a 30th birthday, a 60th birthday. That open plain has a horizon, and it's moving toward you. As you age more and more, time seems to go faster. Each new year weighs less in relation to the whole. One single year when you are 5 is 20% of your entire life. That same year when you are 30 is just 3. Like a drop in a bucket, though the same size, each new drop appears less noticeable to the whole. Not only does it seem like an increasingly fast pour, but as the bucket fills, things also begin to submerge and dissolve away within it. Your youthful innocence, your
mm.
openness, your propensity to have fun, your friends, your family, your hopes for something new and exciting. Eventually, you reach a moment when you realize your bucket is becoming more full than empty, and you are looking back more than you are looking forward. You find yourself longing for your past, for how life once was, or
Damn.
perhaps more accurately, how life could be.
I gotta say, man, I had this thought when I woke up this morning. My sister, well, before I had a thought, I was just contemplating about life. I'm about to turn 21 next month, and I've been on this journey for some time now, with YouTube, with creating, I guess, a social media platform or writing in general, whether it be music, whether it be poetry, prose, or a book, or whatever the sort. And it kind of hit me this morning as I was reflecting once again, for the 10 millionth time. But I kind of, for a quick second there, I was a bit dispirited and wasn't all too eager for the future. For the first time, not the first time, but it hadn't felt like this for a while. And when I was what should I call it, reflecting in that time, I was thinking what lied ahead of me. I kept on giving myself in my head, or what I was telling other people. I even wrote a song, one of the lyrics in it. It's like by the age of 25, I believe myself to I believe that at that time I would have achieved or amassed whatever goal I might have eternally, or whatever I might have my eyes set on. The whole idea for me is just, I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to seek myself without having to worry about the outside world, without having to worry about, financial problems, or maybe relationship problems. I want to be all in about studying, well, just studying in general, whatever there is to be studied, whether it's in close relation to psychology, philosophy, uh, to the individual, or whatever the sort. But like I said, I was feeling dispirited because I felt like I wasn't where I wanted to be. And add on top, adding insult to injury, my sister had texted me, and because I live with my sister, and she was telling me, she's like, rent is going up. Think what the price doesn't matter, but rent was going up, And so that meant I had to get another job, which I already had my eyes set on, but it's just throwing in the increasing of rent into context. It just kind of throw the whole threw my whole mind in a loop in a whirl. And so, but yeah, no, I was when I started thinking about the future, I started thinking about the past as well, and kind of like a response. And I was wishing that I had done some things differently, or like, well, essentially, yeah, just done some things differently. Maybe I started on this journey earlier. Maybe I did some things in this past year. But my dad was telling me, I had a recent conversation with him. He was like, you got to start looking towards the next year. This year is coming to a close. 2022, we'll be moving on to 2023. And, Houston, you took the path that's, least traveled, especially. I don't even know if it's this day and age, because I see a lot more people foregoing that college route and doing things on their own. And I'm a part of that boat as well. And my dad was telling me, it's a different ball game in the sense that my responsibilities, my choosings, my decision making won't be in relation to a lot of my peers who did choose to go that route. The things in which I'm doing aren't popular. Not a lot of people are doing it, and I know the idea of rarity is thought to be looked at as, oh, if it's rare, it's something special, something great. But I don't see it that way. It's just something I chose to do. Something I wanted to do, and it just so happens that not many people are doing it. And so, at least in contrast to what they could be doing, as opposed to what they could be doing, which is going to school. But yeah, no, all those thoughts struck me this morning, and I wasn't even planning on reacting to this video. I didn't even have it in my notes, but it appeared on my homepage just now, and I was like, you know what? Let's react to it, and it's crazy. But let's take it back a little bit.
Accurately, how life could be. On one hand, nostalgia is beautiful. It
Mm.
shows us what's been great about our life. But on the other, it is a cruel deception. It hides from us what is true about our life. Right now, this moment, this day, will also become a memory. But the truth is, most memories are forgotten, almost immediately. And when your future self looks back at this phase of your life, you will almost certainly not remember this moment or this day. This includes all the things you are worried about, sad about, stressed about, bored and unexcited by. And if you are not careful, you will look back on this phase of your life, still having not learned nostalgia's trick. Every phase of life carries its baggage, its problems, its stresses, its tedious routines, its positives and negatives. It is the curse of nostalgia to look back on the past and see only the highlight reel and feel none of these things. Since past problems have likely long since been resolved or dissolved away into irrelevancy, you do not notice or feel them when you look back in their direction. And you do not consider all the moments and days that you don't remember at all. But just like they are here, they were there in every part of your life. They are always there. As you age, you let go of certain things. With some things, you don't have a choice. With other things, you have a choice and choose to let them go. And some things you hold on to long past the point of them still being good for you. Letting go, moving on, adapting, that's growing up. But perhaps more important than what you hold on to is how you hold on to what you do. In the words of Sam Harris, it's not so much what we pay attention to, it's the quality of our attention. Life isn't some progression towards some grand, perfect, transcendent version of itself. It is a continuous churning of days filled with little moments, with hopefully a few highlights here and there. The real loss, though, would be to not embrace the whole image, to not notice and appreciate as many little things as best you can. To seize the day isn't to do anything differently per se, but to consider what you do differently, to see each moment as the moment of your life where everything is. Because in truth, each passing moment, however grand or small, however trivial or exciting, is your life, and all your life will ever be. The playwright George Shaw wrote, "Youth is the most precious thing in life. It is too bad it has to be wasted on young folks." We can never obtain our youth again once it is gone, but we can obtain the wisdom to realize the mistake we might have made in youth, not realizing what we had, and we can refrain from making it again right now while we are still the youngest we will ever be. Eventually, you will do everything for a last time. There will be a last time you see your friends, your father and mother, a last time you sit quietly next to your partner and watch light from a screen flash against your faces, a last time you drive your car, stand up on your own, brush your teeth, laugh, cry, feel a breath of air flow into your body. And if you could, at any of these moments, you would, with enough cosmic intensity to light the stars, long to do them another time. But you won't. You can't. Moments don't come back, and right now, you don't know how many more you have left. If there is one thing we ought to try to learn with age, it's how to accept and embrace what our life is, the little moments and the big, the sad and the joyful. It is all one big flash, each phase of our life merely a different subject in the same image. If we want it to look a certain way, if we want our life to feel a certain way, the time to get in frame is now, because sooner or later, the time is up. The shutter closes. The picture has been taken.
Making me emotional, man. But yeah, I think exactly what the narrator, the speaker, was saying. That's one of the reasons why I don't regret this decision. I said on a reaction, I think two reactions ago, I was talking about making this decision, doing all these uploads and, writing all these songs or putting out this music or whatever the sort. And if the chance or if what happens is nobody, views it or nobody comes to see it, will I still be able to continue on with this? Will I still be happy about my decision? And after watching this video again, it kind of refocused me, put me back into perspective. Because I felt, as I was explaining this morning, I felt to be losing it just a little bit, having those thoughts. They come and go. But I guess this morning it struck me harder than other times. But I was really questioning this route that I was taking and the choices I made in the past. And, I believe everything which I did led to that moment. And, I see everything in that way. Everything, the fact that I'm reacting to this right now, all the choices I made in the past came to this moment, led to this moment. And so, referring to this morning, I was just questioning all the decisions I had made, which had brought me to that thoughts and what I was feeling at that time. But like I said, this video put it back into perspective once again for me, incited me with motive to uh, continue posting, continue writing. Yeah, just continue doing what I enjoy doing, and not even hoping that one day it turns into something more, but just hoping that I continue to have the same thought process about what I'm doing, continue to have that same belief that's what I'm doing now, what I look to continue to do, is enough if no one else takes part of it. And no one else takes part in it. No one else even notices. And yeah, so great video thus far. I think it's coming to an end. Take it back a little bit.
The picture has been taken.
Yeah, I think that's the end. Go to the
Thank you so much for
ads.
watching. This
Yeah. Brought to you by Blinkist. Great video. Phenomenal video. Pursuit of Wonder has, without a doubt, done it again. Let me see. Sometimes I want to read comments. Um, I would love to see that on my page as well, but I surf through the comments a lot to what read people have said, as I might relate to some of the words. Let me see. Uh, Terra42 says, "My daily dose of good sadness." Thank you. Let's read Monty McNelly. As a young person, this video has been really inspiring to make the most of what I have while I have the chance. I often find myself looking forward to being older and for what the future holds. But then I also think that one day I'll look back and wish I could come back to this time. This video has been especially good for that, for being grateful for what I have now, because it won't last forever. That's true, McNelly, that's true. Feeling scared of death, and this video was a journey. Volvencio. All right, let's find one more good one. I like reading the ones with like paragraphs. They say a lot. Prince A, I appreciate you taking the time to make this video as always. I'm putting this here because I may look back on this video for years to come, or I may not. I've always tried to live life the best I could. Sometimes I feel like there are many other things I wish I'd done with the talent I have instead of what I'm doing now. Though a lot of ways, am very happy with my life now, but you always question what if. When I first started watching these videos, I was effed up. I was in an effed up spot in my life, mentally and mentally, and I truly believe these videos helped me out of that spot the most. Not only have I opened my eyes more, but I'm more secure with life and what it has to offer me now. Thank you. Great words. Great words. Yeah, the video is coming to an end. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. But if you're not going to do any of that, at the very least, please do leave a comment. I would very much love to have a conversation with you. Good day, guys. Good day.